Hello, 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 friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Furls Live on this cold last Friday in January. Come on in the room. Let me know who you are, where you're coming in from. I know I have some friends who are already here. So let me shout y'all out. Hello to Miss Monica and Ola Joe. Hello, my lovely friend. Who else? Hi, Grace Maxwell. Who else do I have in the room? Monica, hello to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Danielle. Hello, Miss Heather. So glad that you are able to join us this morning. Styles Plenty. Hello. Hey, JD, who hasn't been here since before Christmas. Welcome back. Welcome to the party. Come on in, friends. Let me know who you are, where you are coming in from. T Farm 03, not sure who that is, but hello and welcome to the party. I know that some of you got a little not confused, but with the new way that YouTube is showing our lives, it's either in the mobile format or the desktop format. And when you're using the mobile format, I guess I can't see the name that you usually have up for YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know. But you're here, and that's all that matters. Happy Friday. Let the folks know that we are live and we are going to have a fun live again today. Jessica is here. Hello to you, my friend. Holy cow, -8 when she woke up this morning. That is so cold. Y'all can see my little heater friend. It's doing nothing. It says it's on 60 degrees. I'm like, can you get up? Because the girl is cold. I think it's 5 degrees here in Jamaica, Queens. Why? I saw a post that said, I'm not going outside until the temperature is above my birthday. I'm in agreement with that. I could do a good 51 right about now. Okay, it's cold. Who else do I have? Hello, Keitha. Thank you so much for joining us from Antigua. So glad that you are here. I'm a little jealous. I'm sure you have some sun and sand. We don't. We're cold here in the east of New York, of America. It's cold on this side of things. Southeast, northeast, sorry, y'all. Who else do I have in the room? I'm just trying to make sure that we have enough people here before I bring on my very special guest. Y'all know how I do. I like to have people in so that she's talking to somebody. I don't want her to just be talking to me. Hi, Mary and Kiva. Hi, Kim. Who else? Jessica, I said hi to you already. Donna, hello, hello. Welcome to the party. I am so glad that you all are here. Arrow Lover, hello, my friend. So glad that you could join. Jeanette, Jody, Vicky, hello, hello, hello to you. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Always makes me so happy. Scarlett, hello. Megan, what's going on? Karen, hello. I say this all the time whenever I do this. I don't know if y'all remember the lady who had the magic mirror, and it was on like PBS channel 13 here in New York, and she would say all the kids' names to say hello to them. That's how I feel when I do my roll call before we start our lives. I feel like her. She never said my name. She never said my name, but I want to make sure that I say everybody's name. Hello, Butterfly Fly Mo. Butterfly Mo. Hello to you. Welcome to the party, Becca. Okay. Vivian. I think I got everybody. As long as you comment. Artist D4. Hello to you, friend. As long as you comment, I will say your name. Okay. I'm not ringing bells like Miss Olajo. I love it when she does that. It's so soothing. She says, Deveter has joined the chat, and then she rings her bell. Anyway, all right, everybody, hello and welcome to another Furls Live. It is Friday, January 30th, almost the last day of this month. Can you believe that we are almost past 1 month of 2026? What a year already. That's all I'm going to say. What a year already. So before I get started on my live, I have to congratulate this week's winner. And that is James of Colorado. Congratulations, James. You are the winner of 3 of these beautiful ebony and maple striped hooks. Congratulations to you, James. Next week's winner is going to receive 3 raspberry hooks. So make sure that you go and sign up for the weekly giveaways. We don't want you to miss out. And they are often a monthly giveaway too. And those are a lot of times a full set of hooks and something crazy that Heather and Pam are over there doing. So make sure that you sign up for the giveaways weekly. You do not want to miss out. And like I always say, we're not giving away the junk that's in the bottom of Mrs. Deveter's drawer. No. We are giving away items that are newly released. So next week's winner is going to receive 3 raspberry hooks. So make sure that you sign up. Also want to remind you all that the buy 2, get 1 free on the resin hooks, that sale ends tomorrow at midnight. So if you have not done so already, I highly encourage you to go ahead to the website and put some resin hooks in your cart. Buy 2 and you get 1 free. All right. And you have to use the code B2G1, the number 1, resin. That's B2G, the number 1, resin. All right. Okay. I think I got all my, want to make sure that you all know it's a limited edition resin only, and that excludes the Zodiacs. So it's not the Zodiacs, it's the limited edition. I went through that last week with y'all. If you didn't see it, go on back to last week's video and rewatch and get all the scoop on the buy 2, get 1 free resin. But today, say it with me, y'all. Today, I have a very, very, very special guest joining me. Y'all know how I feel about introducing people to the audience. You may have seen some of her videos. She is so awesome with her videos. She does a lot of unboxings for Furls. She does a lot of amazing crochet tools, tips and tricks, and showing us different patterns and crazy and wonderful things that she's making. And so I wanted to make sure that I had a chance to interview her myself. So please help me welcome Aaliyah of Cozy Crochet Co. to the stage.
Hello.
I am so glad that you were able to join me today. Introduce yourself to the audience. Let them know who you are and what you do and why in the world Mrs. Deveter has you on today.
Yeah, so my name is Aaliyah from Cozy Crochet Co. I do everything from product reviews, stitch tutorials, showing you guys what I'm working on, talking about crochet news and current events that are happening in our community. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I do. I sit all day, crochet. And I've just been really enjoying the community and having my own little community. So it's been great.
Yay. Well, welcome to the Furls community. You've been showing a lot of, unboxes and things for Furls for a little while now. Mm-hmm. How did you get introduced to Furls Crochet?
So the real start was I was on like a resale website called Macari, and I was just looking for crochet hooks because at the time I just started crochet. I didn't know if I was even gonna like the craft, so I was buying stuff secondhand to save some money. Especially it was like 2020, so I wanted to start a hobby, but I wanted to do it on the on the cheap. So I found somebody selling like 4 crochet hooks for about $20. And so I was like, okay, that sounds real good. And then when I got them in my hands, I realized that they were 4 Odyssey Furls crochet hooks.
For $20?
For $20.
Girl. Yeah.
And at the time, I didn't even know what Furls was until I think I talked to my friend Betty from Betty McNitt. And she was like, how much? And I was like, yeah. She's like, do you know those cost so-and-so amount and they're discontinued?
Right.
And so as I was using them, I fell in love. I was like, this is probably the most comfortable I've ever been using a crochet hook for a long amount of time. right? And so I was like, okay, I gotta get me some. Like, I gotta get me some. And then that's when I got into the resin hooks.
Okay.
So I think my first resin hooks was the all white ones. It's been a long time since those came out.
Yes.
And absolutely love those. And then I got into the wooden hooks.
Okay.
Absolutely love those. And then now all I use is the metal streamline. I love those so much. Yes.
Same. Like they're like all over my desk. I just because
I literally have 3 right here. I keep them on me like
yes. So you started crocheting in 2020, or you knew how to crochet and picked it back up, or what's your story? Your crochet
I started and learned in 2020.
Okay.
I picked up like a random crochet art, or like a, what's it called? The amigurumi books, and I picked up one book, and I got like a whole bunch of yarn and those little plastic crochet hooks from Walmart. Realized real quick I didn't like those, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I started in 2020 during the pandemic when I had nothing else to do. So
that's awesome. I always, like to say that most people start crochet like in crisis, when somebody is having a baby, when they're having a baby. It's always like something where you're like, okay, I need to do something with my hands. And I love that people pick up and gravitate towards crochet. So that's awesome. What's the first thing that you made when you started crocheting?
Oh, I think I no longer own it. I just like gave it away, but I made this little amigurumi turtle. Yeah, so my best friend, her she has a pet turtle, and so I gave her that. Now, did it look like a turtle? Probably not. It looked a little lumpy and bumpy, but that was my first thing I ever crocheted. And then the next thing was a baby blanket, but I used like bulky weight yarn. It was real bad. And it was more like a play mat. So I learned a lot from my first two projects. But yeah. We all gotta do something. Awesome. We gotta struggle a little bit to get
to do something.
Yeah.
Where you are. Exactly. I love it. So what made you start doing videos? Like what was the thing that said, you know what, I'm going to start doing tutorials. I'm going to get more people engaged with crochet. Like what was the thing that made you even start with Cozy Crochet?
So I think the first like topic that I wanted to talk about is how valuable crochet is to somebody. Like for a lot of creators who start going into crochet, they want to sell their stuff, right? And a lot of people were selling themselves short. And so I wanted to let people know, like, hey, don't sell yourself short. Like, if you're going to have a business making art, you need to value it appropriately. Like, you're worth more than $10. You know what I'm saying? Your time is worth more than $20, because time is the most valuable currency. So I just wanted to let people know. Like, no matter, yes. And you can buy yarn. Yarn can be up through the roof. Crochet could be up through the roof, but your time is the most precious. So don't sell yourself short. There's a market for everything. If one person doesn't want to buy it, somebody else definitely wants to buy it. And especially now with the economies like it is today, I know a lot of people think like things are tight, but there's so much money to be made, especially with handmade items. You just got to get to the person who's willing to buy it. So that was one of my first videos. And then when I decided that I wanted to start doing tutorials was when I felt more confident. And then also my biggest inspiration was Tony from TL Yarn Crafts. I loved how she did her videos. Yes. And I was like, I could do that. Not better, because I mean she's like on top, but it really did inspire me to like push myself out there. And I was locked in the house all day, so why not talk to 5 people? Like, what is it gonna hurt? So
I love it. That's awesome. Awesome,
yeah.
awesome. And I love that, you were thinking about others when you started it, right? So you weren't just thinking about yourself, but you were thinking about others. And that's really important in this community. We are a caring community. After all, we're working with yarn and these beautiful tools, and the things that we make, we often give away, or like you said, sell or whatever. So it's not even for us. It's always for someone else. So yay to you. So Toni Lipsey is like queen. She's just amazing. I love her. When I was sharing everywhere. Now say your name again, Alia or
Alea.
Okay, because we got so many different pronunciations.
Yes.
Of that lovely name. I was sharing that, and when I first started these lives, y'all, how I was interviewing people, and I got the opportunity to interview Toni early on. Like I got to interview her maybe 21, I think it was. Yeah, go on and Google it. It's up there in YouTube's. But yes, I had the opportunity to chat with her, and it was just so amazing. She is so awesome. And she too, was a lover of Furls hooks as well. So yay. Before we started, you said that you were into Tunisian. So tell us a little bit about your Tunisian journey, because we have these beautiful Tunisian hooks from Furls. Aren't they beautiful?
Oh my gosh, they're absolutely gorgeous.
So pretty. So tell us about your Tunisian crochet journey and love for it.
Absolutely. So I first, once again, bringing up Toni, I saw one of her videos and I was like, you know what, that looks really cool. And sometimes like whenever you're kind of not, I wouldn't say bored, but like uninspired by something, it's always good to like pivot to something else in that same category. So for me, I was like kind of getting frustrated with crochet and things not going my way. Normally you would keep going and break through. But for me, my ADHD was like, I need to try something different. So I pulled up one of her videos and I just got my hook and just followed along with her. And I realized like, wow, this is actually really nice. And so my first Tunisian crochet project was a little scarf. Obviously, everybody starts with a scarf. And I was like, wow, this is really different. Like the texture and the silhouette and everything about it was really different. And so I dove into that. I then got into a lot of like Tunisian crochet pattern tests. So for example, this right here is a pattern test from Tiny Couch Crochet. This is the Valley Vineyard pullover from her book. Her book just came out. So this is her book right here.
Wonderful.
It's 14 beginner friendly Tunisian crochet garment tops. And I think the main, like, I'm gonna put in the chat for y'all.
Yes.
But the main thing about Tunisian crochet is a lot of people think because of the thickness it can create that it isn't appropriate for garments, but it very much is. Very much is. So go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask about the sweater. We'll talk about it after. Go ahead.
Okay, so when I found that out, I was like, okay, now I can start making like clothes, that's going to look different from crochet and it's going to look different from knitting. So I was like, this is perfect. So that's when I dove deep into Tunisian crochet. And then when Furls came out with their Tunisian crochet hooks, I was like, yep, this is it. I'm invested now. Like when you spend the money on a hook, you're like, oh, okay, now I actually have to use it.
Right.
So yeah, that's pretty much my Tunisian crochet journey, and now I can't stop. Like I most of my patterns that I'm currently writing now are Tunisian crochet patterns.
Wow. So you went in 2020 from not knowing how to crochet to crocheting to doing tutorials. to watching other people's tutorials and then saying, okay, I got this. I know how to do this. I'm going to make a sweater. I'm going to make a sweater. And you started designing and writing patterns. How in the world? That was only 6 years ago. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I like to say this to people so that they understand how much they've grown in such a short period of time. In 6 years, you learned a craft, you mastered it. Like,
well, when you put it like that, like you really hyped me up right now.
That's what I do. I hype up the people. I let the people know that this is amazing. And I am so proud of you. I am so glad that you decided to go to Walmart and pick up those cheap hooks. I'm so glad that you went onto that website and you bought Odyssey hooks and then you fell in love with Furls. And like you're giving so much back to the community. So is Cozy Crochet your main job now? Like, is crochet your job, or do you have a secondary?
I have Cozy Crochet is my main, but I do have a business with my husband. Okay. So
husbands are important.
Yeah. He writes comic books. I help him sell them. So
cool. I love that. Still creative, and that is so dope. So you were talking about some of your videos. I know that in my little description of this live, we were going to talk about some of the trends that are going on in crochet. And you said that you share some of those things. What are some of the things that are going on in the crochet world right now that you're like, and then others that you're like, oh yeah. Like, what are the two things?
Well, since we're getting into like the colder months, everybody is, of course, making sweaters and making blankets. I think, I don't know, I'm pretty impressed with everything going on. There's nothing that like bothers me or like I find like icky, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really enjoying people making like those blankets that look like plaid. So they'll do like the join as you go method to make all these different squares. And then they'll use the top stitching method to make like a plaid line. So it looks really complicated, but if you look at the details, it's like, oh, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been really enjoying that. I like, it's called the little red hat. It's like a red hat and it has like a little tassel at the end. The pattern's on Etsy and I've seen everybody make them. I think that's cool. Right now, a really big trend is people reclaiming yarn from sweaters and like thrift stores. Yes. So that helps not only with underconsumption in, you know, the ecosystem of our, what's it called, retail space, but it's also putting the materials back into the handmade creators. You know, hands. So I love that too. I actually made a TikTok. I didn't even know this was going to go viral, but I was talking about how like, oh, somebody doesn't want to buy a blanket, go to the store, buy a blanket, wash it up, especially if it's a crochet blanket, wash it up and then give it to them as a gift, you know. And so everybody, I did not know that video was going to blow up, but there's so many people who have a strong opinion on, you know, people not wanting to buy the things that they work so hard to make. Or like, it pains me when I go to a thrift store. I love a good thrift store, but it pains me to go to a thrift store and find like a blanket that I know for a fact took hours to make. And it's very intricate and just beautiful, and it's just sitting there for like $6. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always buying. I'm always buying crochet handmade blankets. And if somebody comes to my house and like, oh, I like that blanket, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? So it's always like, you know.
That's a nice. It's just like I gotta try that. I haven't done that. I think that's a great idea, and it still, you know, gets the blanket used, and that's really all we care about, right? Is being able to use this product that somebody took hours and hours to make. Cool. So with that, since we're talking thrift stores, there was a trend a few months ago where there was this gentleman who would take blankets and cut them up and make clothes from them. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, that might be my only ick. That probably would have got me. I'm probably like, that's.
You haven't seen
I have seen it. I've
that? Okay,
seen,
okay.
but now that you bring it up, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that would probably annoy me. Or people with quilts. I've seen people do the same thing with quilts, where they get a quilt, beautiful quilt, cut it up and make a jacket. On one hand, I'm like, okay, it's being used, but I'm like, that was so beautiful. Like, why, but it's being used. It's staying out of the landfill. It's being transformed into something usable. But I probably wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't cut
do
out.
that.
Okay, you wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't do that.
No, leave it as it is.
Yeah. Or you know how people they'll go thrifting, find like a really nice piece of like, maybe it's like an antique table or like a wall unit, antique wooden wall unit, very well made, and then they'll spray paint it. Like, I hate when that happens. So that's the same thing. I feel the same way about that.
And not only do they spray paint it or paint it, but they painted or spray painted some ugly, like unnatural color, and you're like,
yes.
What did you just do to that beautiful piece?
Exactly.
I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. So you said the little red hat. Are there any other trends? Like right now, I'm not sure if you're a part of this, but there's a group called Dope People Crochet. My good friend Vanessa Fields started that group, and it like blew up overnight. And there are so many incredible, talented crocheters in that group that from all over. Now I'm just like, my head spins every time, I see some of the things that they post. So one thing that is going really popular is that there's this one artist named Tiffany Moses. I always get people. I'm going through menopause, so names and stuff like that, they just leave my head and I can't remember. Okay, anyway, so she made beautiful granny square cardigans, like floor length cardigans with tapestry pictures on the back, and like these things are out of this world.
I've seen her on TikTok.
Okay, she's incredible. And most recently, back to the first part of our conversation, knowing your worth, she sells her cardigan coats for like $5.50. And people are coming underneath her comments and saying, oh, that's too expensive. Oh, that's just yarn, yada, yada, yada. What are your thoughts on that? Elaborate a little bit more on knowing your worth and how you find your audience. So talk a little bit more about that.
She should tell them for more. Honestly, like there are absolutely, because she does like graphgans, right?
Yes.
And first of all, that skill in itself. Do you know how many times I've tried to do that?
Yeah.
I've tried. Yes, like I've tried to do that. I've tried to do that so many times. And so it's something that you have to practice. And so for her to do one that's floor length is talented, like it's on another level. So and it's something that nobody else is doing. It's very exclusive to her. I would have told her she should have made it more expensive. That's something. So when it comes,
go ahead.
Yeah, and so when it comes to something that's very, if you find your niche, or they call it like niching down to something very specific where only you can do it, it brings even more value. Like for example, let's use the snowstorm for example. You go to the store and there's no milk or no eggs. Now just imagine if there was one more gallon of milk, and instead of that milk being what, $5, it's now $10 because it's the only one there. It's supply and
demand. Yeah.
So I would highly recommend, if anybody's trying to make it into a business, find something that nobody else is doing and be an expert or a master at that, and then price it accordingly, because no one else can replicate exactly what you do. And don't, if somebody says like, oh, it's too expensive, or oh, it's this, then it's not for them. You know, their budget does not dictate your work or
Exactly.
your hard-earned work or the time it takes for you to master something.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of times where I make, like, for example, this sweater. Somebody wanted to buy this sweater off of my back while I was wearing it, and I was like, okay, if you want this sweater, it'll be $250.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I wouldn't even buy that at the store. I said, okay, then it's not
You
for
don't
you.
want it. Exactly. It's
You don't
not
really
for
want
you.
it. You know, you want it because I'm wearing it, then you're going to put it in the back of your closet. You know,
Right.
people who actually invest in something cherish it and take it seriously. Just like if you bought a Louis Vuitton bag that cost thousands of dollars, you're going to keep using it.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, not only because, you know, you spend a lot of money on it, but you find value in it. So that's what people just got to realize is like, okay, it's not for you, but you know, somebody else
out there
really, really likes handmade items, and you just got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's so good. So good. I think that people always need to hear that reminder, because if Furls, excuse me, thought about what other people were thinking, you know, oh, that hook, like, you know, we have hooks that are over $100. If you're not in the market for that hook, then it's not for you. But there is somebody out there who is going to buy that hook. And it's proven. Like Furls has proven that a $26 hook will get purchased. If you go to the website and you see that they're sold out, it's proof positive that there is an audience. So just because, like you said, those people are not your audience, they're out there. You just have to find them. You have to find them. Yeah, really, really good stuff. I'm so yay. Do you feel like you have a niche? Do you feel like you have a thing that you make that is unique to you?
I'm still trying to find it, but I think I'm on the way there. Lately, I've been, like I said, really inspired by Tunisian crochet into making like things that are beginner friendly, but designed in a way that's elevated. So say like anybody who wants to start a project, or, you know, go into Tunisian crochet, they just need some a yarn, and can go from that to making a completed item project. So like right now, this is a little sneak peek exclusive.
Exclusives. We love an exclusive.
So I'm currently designing a blanket. And so right now, this is what it's looking like. So it's using a intermediate technique called join as you go, where, you know, just like in what's it called, corner to corner, where you are joining and stuff like that. But it's using stitches that anybody can start off with. So it's using the Tunisian crochet knit stitch and the Tunisian crochet simple stitch, which is just two stitches that those are the first two stitches that you learn. But then you bump it up a notch, and then you learn how to join as you go. And so this is the bottom of the blanket. And then you have, I guess, like another section where it's like all one color. So it's going to be like this tan color right here. And so that style that I'm going for is a minimalist style, but you can now customize it to the colors that you want. So if you wanted to, you can make all these blocks like the same color, and then you have your secondary main color. Or if you're stash busting, you know, so it's very versatile for anybody who's starting Tunisian crochet. And then of course, I've been working on a lot of blankets. Oh, not blankets. I've been working on a lot of scarf patterns. So of course we have the cozy latte scarf that's available for free on the Furls website. So I'll also drop that link. This one's super easy. You just get yourself a ball of yarn and then keep crocheting until the yarn is gone. Another one that I just finished.
I'm sorry, that's Tunisian as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And so the other one that I'm currently, well, I just finished it, but I'm currently writing a pattern exclusively for my YouTube channel members. So it's this pattern that you're going to see today is only going to be written and given out to my channel members.
Nice.
They support the channel so much. They over and beyond. So this one is also Tunisian crochet, but it has like some texture at the bottom. So if you wanted to do like the
Ooh.
bottom a different color, you could, and then have like the middle part a different color. But yeah, this is just using like yarn that was in the
That's
back
some
of my
pretty
set.
yarn, honey.
Yes, and
That's
this was thrifted
beautiful.
yarn. I thrifted this yarn.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead
That's
and
so pretty.
put the pattern on that's from the Furls website in case y'all want to check it out. It's
Cool.
free and it's a great way to get into Tunisian crochet without having to buy a pattern.
So let me ask you a question about Tunisia, because the people know that Miss Deveter is always struggling with all the things that are not crochet. So I have all these beautiful hooks, and I have 7, 5, 6.5, 5.5, and a 6.0. I have worsted weight yarn.
Okay.
What hook do I use with the worsted weight yarn?
So in Tunisian crochet, it's recommended that you use one hook or it really depends on your tension. So for me personally, if I have a worsted weight yarn and on the ball of yarn it says I need to use a 5mm hook, I would then in my Tunisian crochet hook, I would go up one. So I would go to a 6mm.
Okay.
Depending on the stitch and how tight you hold your yarn, I would then go up to a 7 or 6.5.
Okay. Now, the rolling. What do we do about the rolling in Tunisian crochet? Because it just be curling on up on me. And I'm like, what am I doing? Because I feel like I'm missing some stitches because it done curled. What do we do about that?
That would also, so that's an indicator that you need to go up a hook. And then also what helps is having crocheting like a border around your whole entire piece if it's something flat. Okay. So I would recommend after you finish your piece, slip stitch all around it, and then that will also let the stitches know like, okay, I need to relax. Also steaming your piece also helps with the curling as well.
Okay. Now, another thing that folks know about me is I don't gauge swatch thingy.
I don't either. I don't either. Yeah.
Girl, who got time for that? My gauge swatch is when I start. That's
exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
So I'm not alone. All right, good. Because I was not asking you, do you do all of that before the hand? Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Thank you for confirming.
Yes.
So wait, for garments like this beautiful sweater, which I would love for you to tell us, like just about the construction of it, like how you constructed it. You said that was Tunisian. Also, tell us a little bit more about this beautiful sweater because it's so cool. Like the stripes are matching up. How you do that?
So I'm gonna show y'all. So this is how it looks.
That is beautiful. Okay,
yeah. So it's front and back, and then the sleeves are like Tunisian crochet ribbing. I mean, not Tunisian crochet ribbing, regular ribbing, like half double crochet in the back stitch. So, like I said, this is the Valley Vineyard pattern by Ashley Rivera. I did her when she told me that she was doing a book. I was like, oh, I gotta get in on this. I need to test this pattern. And so here it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
You did that, girl.
She really did. I'm gonna put this book in the chat again for anybody who missed it. But so this was actually made flat. So you would do the front panel, the back panel, and then you would crochet the arms flat,
Mm-hmm.
against the seam on the shoulder,
Oh.
and then you would join, or you would seam it together
Uh-huh.
down your arm and
Uh-huh.
down the bottom, and then you would
Okay.
add your ribbing, and
Mhm.
then you're done. So this one
Wow.
probably took me about 3 weeks to do, and
Okay.
it's using the Tunisian crochet twisted stitch
Mm-mm. See, I'm
and
lost already. Mm-mm. Nope.
and knit stitch. So it's I would say this is more of an intermediate.
Intermediate, yeah.
Hmm.
Because I'd be lost. I'd be like, I done twisted somewhere where I'm probably was supposed to loop. I done messed it up, y'all. I done
Yeah.
It's
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank
And
you.
so where can we get her book? It's available on Amazon. Okay, I see you just posted it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. It's on
Very good.
Amazon, and I highly recommend it.
Okay.
It's super detailed.
Okay.
Like, if you're just like, I'm just going to dive in, not knowing anything about crochet,
Mhm.
she breaks it down to the littlest detail.
That's awesome.
There's beautiful pictures in it and
Mhm.
very clear descriptions and placement of your hook and placement of the stitches. Like, I use this to to freshen up on techniques as well.
Okay.
So it's a really good resource. And then also another this one, this is like the Tunisian crochet Bible at this point. This is the Tunisian crochet dictionary. It has 501 stitches
Oh wow.
to explore. This one came out in August, and y'all see.
I see. Yeah, you got it done. Like, I'm coming back to this. I need this. I
Yes.
love that.
Oh my gosh. So that one's really good. I'll link that in the chat as well.
Yes,
So
please do. I love that.
yeah.
I first of all, thank you again so much for making time to come live with me today. This has been such an educational conversation. I've learned so much, and I am so thankful to you. But I also wanted to say that I love how you're supporting other artists. You're not just gatekeeping and keeping the information to yourself. So thank you for that. We really do appreciate people who share, because we're a community and we're growing together. Now you have to tell us your YouTube channel so we can become members and be a part, so we can get free stuff too. So what's your YouTube?
Yeah, so my YouTube is Cozy Crochet Co. I'll link that too for anybody. And I post mainly shorts nowadays, but I also do videos. I have a podcast called the Get Cozy Podcast, where it's unedited, raw, me just sitting here in my pajamas talking to you about anything that's on my mind, everything that I'm doing, and what are my thoughts about certain things, insecurities. It's really like, if you want to get to know me, that's the place to do it, right?
Okay.
So
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So she has shared. And thank you, Heather, for sharing as well. Because sometimes when we share from one side, it don't go to everybody. So thank you so much, Heather, for sharing that information. This has been such an amazing conversation. I'm gonna try. For the month of February. Okay, I'm saying this, and y'all gonna say, Deveter, you said.
We're going to hold you up to it.
Y'all gonna hold me to it. For the month of February, I am going to try to Tunisian crochet something. I'm going to go in my stash and find some pink yarn, because that's what I do. And I am going to Tunisian crochet something.
Yep,
I said
absolutely.
And it has to happen. So next week, I have to show y'all something. Hold me accountable, everybody. Because
even if it's a little square, you can do that.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go on Tony's website and see if she has something simple that I can make. I'm gonna definitely check out your website and see if there's anything you have. And I have my hooks. I'm gonna go make something, y'all, with. And I'm gonna it. Look, I might do some shorts myself and say, look, y'all, I'm trying to Tunisian crochet. That is my goal for February. By the end of February, I should have something completed. That's a good idea.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna hold you to it.
She gotta be mad. Did you work on
your I'm
Okay.
gonna tag you too.
Please do. Anything new, anything upcoming that we should definitely keep an eye out on from you?
um, other than my patterns that I'm currently working on, not really. It's the beginning of the year. We're trying to regroup. And especially from the holidays, I feel like January went by so fast. Like,
This
how is
year,
it?
for the first time ever, this was the
Mhm.
fastest January ever. January usually
Yes,
takes 3 months, but this year went by
exactly.
super fast.
It went by so fast. So I'm just like, I feel like it was just Thanksgiving yesterday.
Seriously. Seriously.
And so things move fast in my world, except for me crocheting. I take my time with that. But
Good.
yeah, just working on my patterns. I would like to, all my friends are coming out with books. So I would like to make that a thing where I
Yes.
come out with my own book.
Yes.
Um, and just no more teaching, trying to expand my horizons when it comes to, different techniques, different materials, and trying to really, get people more confident about crocheting, Tunisian crocheting, and if they want to sell their items, selling their items. Um, I would say all of my friends come to me for financial advice about stuff. So maybe even giving some financial advice when it comes to, how to save money with materials,
Mhm.
or when to invest a lot of money into something like Furls Crochet, especially
Right.
the hooks, because um, those in the long run,
Mhm.
unless you break it, those in the long run will help out, not only your hands, but your performance. I think a lot of people will say this when they use a hook that doesn't fit their needs, their
Mhm.
work is, um,
Subpar.
yeah, subpar.
Yep.
But if you find something that is meeting your talents and
Mhm.
not holding you back,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
then
Mhm.
you need to invest in it. Just like, a mechanic invests in his tools. You're gonna want to, save up some coin, get a little gift card. Tell people, hey, I need a gift card from
Mhm.
Furls instead of
Mhm.
whatever, and invest. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So, just teaching people the importance of that. I do want to do classes, but we got to find somewhere to put that in my schedule,
Mhm.
because I've also come across a lot of people are interested in Tunisian crochet,
Mhm.
but they need a little bit of hand holding, and
Yes.
that's fine.
Yes.
I go to my local yarn store and I help people with Tunisian crochet all the time.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's not a problem. So we're there's a lot of things going on, a lot of ifs, a lot of maybes, but
Yeah.
we're gonna try to nail them in this year.
Yes, you got this. You
Mhm.
got this. And I'm excited to see more from you. I know that you are going to be successful in anything that you put your hands to because you are a determined woman, a
Mhm.
woman with ideas and thoughts and something powerful to give to this community. So thank you so much for being a part of the Furls community. We are grateful
Mhm.
for you and wish you much, much success. And can't wait to chat with you again because
Yes,
you're
thank
going to
you.
have your
Thank you
book
for having
coming
me.
out and we're gonna talk about your book. That's what we putting it out there. We putting it in the
Yes.
atmosphere. You're gonna have a book too, and I love the idea of having like some sort of financial advice inside of a book. Like I think that would be so useful. I can't tell you how many times I see posts, how much should I charge for this? How much should you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
people just don't know. And everybody has an idea, but to have something written down, I think would be really impactful. So
Mhm.
kudos to you and thank you again for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna say bye to the people, but you can give your final so long to them and then we'll end.
Yeah, check out the channel. On all social media, I am Cozy Crochet Co. Not only do I post tutorials, but we get a little silly there too. I'm also on Facebook at Cozy Crochet Co. We have a little bit of a community building there. And I haven't had a Facebook in forever, so getting used to that has been a learning curve. Facebook is a wild place.
It really is, because it's all us old heads over there. That's why it's wild.
It's a wild place over there. So we're getting back into that. And yeah, on the channel, I'm doing more member only content. So if you're interested in that, head over to the channel, and it's very easy to join. Becoming a member helps the channel tremendously. We're able to upgrade the quality of our videos and helps to write a book and frees up time, so then I'm able to pursue things that are beneficial to the rest of the community. So it was a pleasure talking to you and seeing everybody's comments and getting to know everyone. And as always, I love being a Furls girly. I think we need a t-shirt that says Furls girly.
Yes.
I feel like that should be our next hoodie, but then I don't want to leave out the men too. So we're going to have to brainstorm that.
I love it. Thank you, Aaliyah. Have a great weekend. Can't wait to see what you do next. And we'll talk with you soon.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Aaliyah.
Bye.
No, say it again.
Alea.
Alea.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay! I love a good interview. Enjoyed every bit of chatting with Alea. She was fantastic. So make sure that you go and check out all of her social media, her YouTube, become a member if you can. And we know that she would be so grateful for that. Congratulations again to James. Yep. James of Colorado. You are the winner of this week's giveaway, which is 3 ebony and maple striped hooks. Congratulations to you. Make sure that you all sign up for the giveaway. For next week, it's going to be 3 raspberry hooks, the hooks that were just released. Make sure you sign up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Really do appreciate it. There was like almost 50 of you at one time. So I'm so glad that you hung out with me today. I hope that you do everything that you need to make sure that you are well taken care of. You're drinking your water, you're doing your exercises, taking really good care of yourself. For those of us who are in these cold temperatures, please, please, please be careful. If you have to go out, do not stay outside for a long period of time. Frostbite is real, and when temperatures are like 6 degrees and minus whatever, it can be very dangerous. So please make sure that you're taking care of yourself, your pets. Make sure that you're taking care of your little doggies that have to go out and handle their business. Keep them out for a little bit of time and bring them back inside. That's all I have for you all today. I hope you enjoyed this live, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. It'll be February. Is that not crazy? Anyway, it's been a wonderful time with you all, and I will talk with you all soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.